Welcome back, guys. This is Cody again with another decode for the day. Now, the only reason I'm doing this video is because of an amazing comment I got in the chat right after I made my last video. One of the commenters made this comment, and you know who you are. I appreciate you. About this girl who ran on the tennis court on June 3rd, and she was wearing the shirt that said, "We have 1,028 days left." And I guess the internet's all like, what is that supposed to mean, right? And for me, it was very easy. This is very easy, guys. It's very easy. I don't really think, maybe something happens. If you go 1,028 days from the day that she did this, it's March 27th, 2025. But I don't think that's what we have to think about right now. Maybe it is. I don't know. But what I want to really point out about this, it's very simple. For me, it was very easy to see. The first thing I want to mention is Bill Gates, right? And this ties in with Seattle perfectly. Like I was just talking about Seattle and a big event that could happen in Seattle. I was just talking about all this stuff in my last video, and you guys, if you've watched it, you guys know. But let's look, guys. So Bill Gates, okay, he's from Seattle, right? And he recently wrote a book called Solving for Zero. Solving for Zero, all right? It's about climate change solutions. And who is this girl? What is she doing? She's a climate change protester. All right. What's Bill Gates' birthday? Well, I'll show you. Bill Gates was born on 10/28, right? And this girl's wearing a shirt that says 10/28. It's his birthday, right? And Bill Gates comes out, writes this book called Solving for Zero about climate change. And you have this protester coming out with 10/28, which is his birthday. Everyone's freaking out because we have 10/28 days left, but really it's his birthday, right? And this isn't even it, guys. Just wait till I show you all of this. So first of all, what I want to point out here is something very simple here. For anybody who's not familiar with the Jesuits, the Society of Jesus, the Jesuit order, I talk about them a lot. They are the ones, the military order of the Catholic Church, they are the ones who rule our society using this code called gematria. It's just coding letters into numbers and getting values. For instance, solving for zero. If you add the whole thing up, note S is the 19th, O is the 15th letter, I is the 12th. When you go through and you add it all up, you get 201. What do we know about 201, guys? Well, we had the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation who held event 201 right before the pandemic started, right? Event 201. And Bill Gates' book, Solving for Zero, about climate change, is 201 and 177. But look at this. The Jesuit order, 201, Solving for Zero, 177, 177. Another thing I want to point out here real fast is June 13th. June 13th is 177, 69, 201, just like the Jesuit order. So I've been talking a lot about June 11th, but watch out for June 13th, okay? Because remember, she came out and she was wearing this shirt 10 days before June 13th, okay? And 10 is a big number, right? So 10 days before the 13th, she comes out with this shirt on because this was on the 3rd, all right? So anyways, I just wanted to get that out of the way. This is clearly the Jesuits. Bill Gates is a Jesuit. They're Jesuit puppets, okay? The 201's all over it. But now let's dive into the real interesting stuff, guys. So the girl was wearing this phrase. So I decoded it. We have 10/28 days left. All right. What's the decode? All right. Let's start at the bottom here. If you take the phrase, we have 10/28 days left, it equals 167. All right. Remember, I told you Bill Gates is born in Seattle. He's from Seattle. Okay. Well, the Seattle basketball team, all right, the Seattle basketball team, the women's basketball team, right? Remember, this is a woman. This is a woman coming out with the shirt on with Bill Gates' birthday on it after he releases a book called Solving for Zero about climate change. And she's a woman that comes out, and the phrase on her shirt matches the Seattle Storm, where Bill Gates is from. And the Seattle Storm is a women's basketball team. All right. And the Seattle storm, what's that mean, guys? A storm is coming, right? I just told you. I've been talking about this in all my last videos. An event in Seattle. Okay? And in my last few videos, I've been talking about an earthquake, but I'm going to give a different option now in this video. But anyways, that phrase on her shirt matches Seattle Storm. Well, let's go check out the Seattle Storm. If you look, the Seattle Storm play a game tomorrow, okay? And they play the Atlanta Dream. In my last video, I told you about a wrestler named Cody Rhodes. All right? Cody Rhodes. And he has the tattoo Dream on his chest. Okay, Dream. But his name is the American Nightmare, but his dad's name was the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. So he has Dream. Remember, the Seattle Storm are playing the Atlanta Dream. Where is Cody Rhodes from? He's from Marietta, Georgia, right by Atlanta. And the Seattle Storm are playing Atlanta. And what do you think of when you think Atlanta? You think Atlantis, the city under the sea. I've been talking in my last couple videos about Seattle maybe sinking into the sea. Well, Atlantis was under the sea, right? And this is Atlanta. And again, it ties to Cody Rhodes because he's wearing Dream and he's from Atlanta area. Again, crazy connections, guys. So not only that, guys, I mean, like I said, they're playing the Dream, right? So what happens if you type in the Atlanta Dream or Seattle Storm versus the Atlanta Dream? What do you get? Well, just look at this, guys. Look at this. So remember, I told you that we have 1,028 days left equals 167. I told you that Seattle Storm equals 167. And look at this, guys. If you type in the Storm versus the Dream, which is the Seattle versus Atlanta, like I just described, it equals 167. Just like Seattle Storm, just like we have 1,028 days left. Now, notice what happens when you type in Bill Gates 1028, because that's his birthday, right? You get 167. Just like Storm versus Dream, 167. Seattle Storm, 167. We have 1028 days left, 167. Now, in my last videos, I was talking about Elvis Presley and his connection to Seattle. He was the first, he made a movie about the World's Fair that happened in 1962, and the movie was called It Happened at the World's Fair, and Elvis, in the video cover, all right, let me show you again, since you guys haven't watched my last video. This is a movie by Elvis, okay, and the cover clearly shows, if I can find an image here, the cover of the movie clearly shows Elvis's name knocking over the Space Needle, okay? And again, what happens when you type in Elvis Presley, guys? Elvis Presley equals 167 and 157. So just look at this. Elvis Presley, 167 and 157. Seattle Storm versus Dream, which is the two basketball teams that are playing. Remember, Cody Rhodes from Atlanta wearing the Dream on his chest. That equals the same as Elvis Presley, 167 and 157. Remember, Cyber Polygon. Okay, what was Cyber Polygon, guys? Cyber Polygon was a cyber attack simulation that happened last year on the 9th of July. Okay, and if you type in Cyber Polygon, you get 157 and 167. It's just the reverse of Seattle Storm, 167, 157. I also want you to notice that Bill Gates equals 68, all right? Bill Gates 1028, which is his birthday, equals 68. Seattle, Washington equals 68. We have 1,028 days left equals 68. Why is that significant? Well, if you measure from Cyber Polygon, which I just told you was the cyber attack simulation on 7/9 last year, and you measure from Cyber Polygon to June 11th, you get 337 days. Now, why is that important, guys? Well, because 337 is the 68th prime. I just showed you that Bill Gates 1028 equals 68, right? Here is 337 is the 68th prime. And I just showed you all the 68s. The phrase "we have 1,028 days left" equals 68. Bill Gates 1028 equals 68. Seattle, Washington equals 68. Okay. And now here's where it gets interesting, because if you type in Seattle blackout, remember these cyber attack simulations are all about causing power grid going down, right? Seattle blackout equals 167. Elvis Presley 167. Cyber Polygon 167. The Storm versus the Dream, which happens tomorrow. Remember, it's the women's basketball teams that are playing tomorrow, equals 167. Bill Gates 1028 equals 167. Seattle Storm, the basketball team of Seattle, 167. And we have 1,028 days left, 167. So just, I mean, it's crazy. It's absolutely bonkers. Yeah, guys, I just had to make this video. I mean, it's absolutely bonkers. I mean, it's obvious that this girl who comes out, and, wearing this shirt, it's all about Bill Gates and Seattle. It is. It's all tied to a possible cyber attack that could be coming. Maybe it's not an earthquake. Maybe it's a cyber attack. Maybe it's an earthquake that knocks out the power. I don't know. But all I know is, guys, there's a lot here. I hope you guys enjoyed this short video. I don't want to make it too long. Take care.